All right. That's the thing that happens. Good. So, last we left off, it was a very exciting combat session.
Yeah.
Sadly, you all missed it.
Lies are told.
I never lie, sir. But, except in every function of this game. But, a prep was had for an event where you will pose as merchants, together with Flint, the very kind and loving leader of the local establishment, and nothing more. And you have been given your target. For at least the guild, there is the teller Darvian Riker, soon parted from his superior Picard, as the teller whose coinage you need to swap in order to humble this dear person. Other than that, you also have, hopefully, a piece of arcane ware that will attract the attention of Dariel Voss, a local noble who deals in such artifacts, in order to either curry favor or, of course, gain access to the vaults, or even to the teller. There are a numerous amounts of plots and schemes in order to do this, some involving a pet pug. But let's leave that to the table. Of course, once this event starts, you will each have 2 uses of the heist flashback mechanic that you can invoke to return back to the planning table and plan something ahead of something missed or not planned for. That will then be connected to a roll, whether or not that alteration of time and space does indeed succeed. So, with that, the planning had just finished, and you are left to your own devices. You can do certain things, order, or go around the city, try and find other things. The next stage will be the night of the gala itself.
All right.
The day is yours.
Healing potions.
Okay.
Well, I have to find myself a butcher.
Okay. So yeah, I will say for the healing potions, you can get one regular one from the stocks of the Ravenites. Let me see.
Like everyone, or just you?
Just the one. The others you will have to purchase.
All right.
Which I believe I'm just gonna grab. Go. A regular one. Who wants it? Who do I throw it at?
I have 1 potion of healing at the moment.
Well, he asked for it, so I'd say he got it. I have.
Okay. You can distribute inventory.
Ah, helemaal aan het best daarin zeg.
Then we have, what else? Let's see here. If you want a potion of healing, then we will have to, I believe it's it is set as a common, so I believe it's 100 gold for each, or 50 gold. Yeah, 50 gold. There we go. 50 gold for a regular healing potion. If you want any stronger, then it goes up.
How many drops can I get for 3 gold?
Not
Ja, geef
enough.
hem die ene potion on Gort, hè.
Dan ik
De
heb 2
greater.
healing potions.
Een potion of greater healing, wat kost dat?
Yeah.
That's an uncommon. So
And how many can we buy?
let me see here. Immediately with the shopping, right? Yeah, I would say so. 50. I'll put that one at 100 gold a piece. Then yeah.
Okay, I'll take 1.
I'll have some
Okay.
too.
Well, I don't know how many are in stock.
Yeah.
I would like 2 of them.
You buy 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say for this, for prepping sake, so 2 graters for you. That's minus 200.
Ik heb de 100 er al afgetrokken.
2. Yeah.
Okay, ik ook 200.
At some point.
And
There we go.
great healing
Can we also
potion.
buy some? I don't know how many there are, or can we all buy graters, or?
Well, at that point, I would say it's going to start becoming difficult because
Mm-hmm.
Ja.
Oh, no,
that.
that's fair.
Ja, echt.
Ik heb-
Nolan, je hebt er geen of wat?
Nee, ik heb niks.
Then
I
I
have
give
no
my
healing potion.
I give one of mine to Nolan. So I
Okay.
have 1, he has 1 as well.
Okay. So I will throw that in there.
2 healing potions. Is er iemand daar nog niks heeft? Of?
I have one now.
I theoretically have 4 in my robe of useful
Theoretically.
items. Yeah, because I'm reading this and we should have rolled to see which patches specifically are in there because some might not be in there.
Okay.
But I did just trade the book supposedly for them refilling it. So do we just rule that I have all the possible options, or because you're supposed to roll 4d4? Given
Yeah.
that there's 13 options, you can roll all of them, but
Okay.
it's not supposed to be guaranteed.
Hang on. Let me see here. Robe of useful items. So the robe has 2 of each of the following patches, so you've got those regardless.
Mhm.
Okay, and the robe has 44 other patches. You know what? Let's make it fun. Let's roll them. I think you can click on the little table that's underneath the robe itself.
Can I
And
roll?
there's a very confusing interface that I hope you can figure out instead.
Yes. If I say roll, does it roll the 4d4? No, it's just gonna. No, so I need to roll the 4d4 first to see how
many
of
times,
these rolls I need to
yeah.
do them.
Okay. Always nice to start the session with some accounting.
Sorry, I should have checked it. Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, that's not a bad roll.
I don't suppose I could tell it to roll as 12 types, right? No.
No.
Dude, could I just, because there is a table. If I roll 12 d100s, that works, right?
That could work. But then you have to click them open anyway.
True.
It'll add them.
Oh wait, does it add them or? That's
You can
somewhere-
click on the on the 44. You can click on the 44 and see the rolls individually.
I cannot click on the 44.
No? Okay. Then never mind. It's
3,
my
4,
privilege.
3, 2. No, I can do it.
Where?
Just
On the
click
4d4
in the
itself.
chat.
Yeah. In the chat, click on
In
it.
the chat box.
Which chat box? My chat box? Or
Yes, where the
'cause I'm
things
opening
you the
inventory
roll.
and then I.
Not the inventory, the chat of the foundry.
Do what?
Oh boy.
I am very confused.
In chat. In het spel.
Ja.
Ja.
in een browser,
Gewoon de chat van het spel zelf waar het alle rolls in komen.
Uh-huh.
Daar, als je daarop zie je Cassius Brekker 4d4.
Yes.
Click on
Check
that.
Discord.
So I have 12.
Check
Yeah,
Discord.
Click on it.
Click
Employ
on the
behold.
4D4,
Yeah.
and then a window opens, and there you see 3, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, so I have 12 items, and then I need to roll 12 D100s because 1 to 8 is a bag, 9 to 15 is a silver coffer. So
But if you roll the 12 D100s in one go, you can check the individual results.
yeah, that's what I
by
was
clicking.
trying to do.
Okay, then we have no problem.
I was very confused. Oh, that's a lot of dice. All right,
Lord, you take 730 damage. Uh,
All right, and then I just crap. Do I
write down those numbers
Yeah,
or
I'll.
screenshot them.
Is there an? I'll just screenshot them into my thing.
Yes. And then you can check
Manually.
what results you get. There's a 99 in there. Nice.
Got 99 problems.
But a door ain't one.
That's your problem.
There is a
No, I mean,
dog.
99 is a portable RAM, so a door is not a problem.
There is a dog present. Whether or not it's female is yet to be determined.
Right. All right. Wait. How did we get to seducing the dog when we don't know if the dog is male or female? I don't know.
Hey man, listen.
Dogs don't care.
Okay, so that was
Sorry.
gearing up in the Batcave.
Sorry.
I will say for all of this while you're doing that, Dario, make for me, because for you this is not normal terrain, make a survival check for me to see how well you fare in the acquiring of meats.
You just
Perfect.
No.
good stray dogs and cats.
So, you're getting used a little bit more to the inner workings of the city. But it is strange. Trying to find where things are, shops everywhere, never where they're supposed to be. It is getting quite difficult. Eventually, though, the smell of meat, of, well, less savory scents reaches you. And you do find what you can assume is a local butcher. And although this is mostly dried meats of peculiar heritage, as just getting a butcher that has fresh meats in this part of the city isn't actually that easy. This is more of a highbrow nature. Most of the goods here are dried, salted, pickled, and the like. But for a couple of copper, you can definitely get what you need. You think, at least.
Okay. I'm gonna buy one piece of meat. Then I'm gonna turn into a dog and smell it and see if I like it. Can I do that?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Make a perception roll for the dog that you might be.
I said I'm gonna be a sled dog or something like that. Close. Has advantage on wisdom. Has advantage. I should roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. I said.
Ik heb ook al nog een dode kanarie in mijn inventory.
How long has it
Ik
been
heb
there?
niet
Maar ja, dat is van die mines.
Die mines.
Yeah.
We forgot to check it. It was already dead.
It's started to dry out a little at this point.
Oh,
Ik zal het aanpassen naar dried
zo
out.
gewoon roll die
Yeah.
20.
Out canary.
Nee.
Bundle of feathers.
Don't throw it away. It might
Okay.
come in handy. Might save your life on.
Oei.
Perfect.
En hier, wat moet erbij komen? +1.
Perfect.
Oh my god, man.
It is
+6.
very strong, but it is dried, smoked, and salted. It is a pungent smell, and to your senses, again, overpowering. But, you know, in a pinch, if a creature is hungry, it will eat anything. And this is meat like any other.
Okay, well, I'll take it. It's gonna be interesting. All right, I have questionable meat in my inventory.
Yep. You can write it down as that questionable jerky.
Damn.
Okay. All right. Any other places y'all want to go? Any other things you want to discuss?
No, but the event is this evening, right? Or we can still have
tomorrow.
Well,
tomorrow.
it is. You will have a long rest.
Okay,
So,
fine.
or yeah.
Can I ask if there's a dress code at this event?
You can ask. Yes, for the nobles at least. For the merchants, it's whatever they have with them. You are not, as a merchant, you are not expected to be, how do I put it, as presentable as the nobles, but it is nice if you make the effort.
I'm thinking, should I put my heavy armor off or not? Because, yeah, if we get in a fight in there, that's gonna suck if I don't have it.
How can we carry it with us without? Yeah, it's gonna. People are gonna ask questions.
I mean, carrying it is just chuck it in a bag of holding. I think it's the hold on, let me put my armor on. In 10 minutes, we're gonna fight.
that's
I think
10 minutes.
that's the. I think that is the issue.
Yeah. Do I want to keep it on as a merchant? And
I mean, you could. I mean, you do, like, you are a shapeshifter now, so you could just enter immediately with the guard's uniform? Or is that too suspicious that you're a guard who's not on duty but just there and doing things you wouldn't normally be doing?
I might get some orders.
Yeah, if someone tells you to, hey, you there, go stand there.
Yeah, that would
Then
suck if I get
Just
split up.
dress like a merchant. No.
Yeah, then I'll just keep
Change into a merchant.
my armor on.
I mean, I'm sure there's like one or two weirdo merchants who keep their armor on because they're worried about safety in a place like this, right?
We'll see. I'm just gonna go to our stay and await the evening or
And I'm gonna try if the time I have left to polish my armor and make it look like it's never been used before. It's not that old.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make it look like it's new, never been worn, more like.
Okay. Well, you are a blacksmith, so
Yep.
easy enough to do. I'm not going to let you roll for it, but you can give this a mirror shine, get all the grime out, oil all the pieces, and yeah, this is as good as it's looked probably since the day you bought it, or yeah.
Also, my sword probably looks more ornamental and fancy, so it might look like
Yeah.
just an ornamental sword.
Ceremonial sword.
Ceremonial
It
sword,
looks well. It's an elven blade, so it does look a bit more thin, a bit more fancy. But yeah, it could act as a ceremonial sword for sure, as it is quite special. Now, everyone good? Then
I will send a message to Kephalus as
okay,
with the sending stone that I have, and I will
Okay.
just tell him we might need to teleport within the next 24 hours to escape death. Keep guard at post. Will contact 1 minute before teleport. Yours sincerely.
And no name.
Indeed.
Ah,
I know.
Bye.
through the sending spell, you do know the person sending it, so you get a reply. Ah, good to hear from you. I see. Hope you're not getting into too much trouble. I will post a guard, but we will only open at that command. Good luck.
The better answer would have been, who is New Brain? Oh,
There's
well.
fewer voices on the line as usual. That's strange.
I was going to ask if someone else can send a message if Nolan is otherwise occupied or incapacitated, but then I realized if Nolan is not able to send a message, then it's not important because we're not teleporting anyway.
So
We have
keep me alive. Basically, everyone can die except me.
No, yeah, Nolan is our getaway plan, which worries me
So,
greatly.
I'm not
How
that
did this
important.
ever happen?
It's a fake getaway plan. We could
It's only like it's not plan A though, right? Like
No.
plan A is just walk out the
Yeah.
front door, leaving them
Yes.
none the wiser.
Plan Nolan is like, okay, we need to get out of here. Really do.
Nolan's
well.
if we need to get out of here.
All right. Then
You could buy fast lane tickets if you want to be first.
I'm going to select my spells for a heist mission.
Yep.
Yes.
I need to make one stop before I turn
Okay.
in for the night.
I will
Very
just study if there's time available after the potion shopping. But
Very well.
Because I need to tell someone that I might be leaving again.
hey,
Okay.
boo.
So I'm gonna get. I
Yay!
am absolutely gonna get murdered if I
Yes,
do it
yes.
again.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Yes, yes, has a gate. Nice.
Okay.
I hate this so much, but it's very fun. But I hate this. I don't know why I'm
Good.
blushing.
So,
I'm gonna just brood on a rooftop for like 3 to 4 hours, working up the courage to do this.
very well.
Is it me you're looking for?
So I don't know. Do I even know where she lives? I'm assuming she's staying at the Golden. What's his face? The inn where
The Golden Leaf Inn, yeah.
the Golden Leaf Inn. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I left a message for her too earlier and I didn't get any reply. But I also didn't get shot or murdered, which would have been some form of a reply.
So, yeah. Do you make your way to the Golden Leaf Inn?
Yeah, I will. Assuming that it is evening now, I'm gonna assume that she is not doing anything. She is there.
Okay. So, you enter this little market square where the Leaf Inn is. You see people coming and going. And then you enter.
Oh no, I was gonna.
Oh.
I was gonna do the whole. I go up to the roof and I try and find a window
Okay.
thing. I don't want people to see me go there.
Then please roll for stealth.
Oh dear. I'm supposedly good at that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And because it's evening, I actually believe you get advantage on that as well.
If it was dark, then yes.
Yeah.
Look more privately.
Oh,
your
no,
place.
yeah, my bad. It was a 25 and a 26.
I
I
can
am
show
good at stealth.
these. There you go. So you deftly make it atop the roof here. And shaded, well, covered in shadow because of the falling evening. You see the lanterns in the street below. You hear people coming and going. You hear carts on the cobblestone beneath. You do find one of the rear-facing windows, currently a dark room with no light inside. That is, for you, easily accessible if you wanted to.
Would I have time to observe from the outside and see if I just could find out which room she's in? Or is that just... I don't know how well protected the windows are from outside eyes here.
Well, make an investigation roll. It's not bad.
That's any good.
So you canvass the building, and you do notice that there are rather overt mechanisms on these windows. They seem to be mechanical in nature. Something over the lock, and yeah, it looks like something is on these windows. You also hear the kitchen, a clanging of pots and everything, and for a moment, the door opens, and as a conversation is being had, someone walks outside to dump trash into into the compost, let's say, and you recognize Lynn's voice as she dumps the garbage and starts walking back in. Yeah, table 3, I'll get him, don't worry.
I'll, fuck, what do I even do? I'll just telepathically tell her, like, hey, can we talk?
She's at the threshold of the door, ready to close it, and she stops ever so slightly. Let's see if she can beat a 26. Oof. Remind me, can she reply to that?
Let's say I would have used my psionic whispers to open up a connection so that she can reply if she wants to, or she can end the connection if she wants to.
Okay.
I'm not going to roll for how many hours because I'm assuming it's not going to matter.
She stops, looks around. You can see her eyes passing over you, but she doesn't see you. Then she finds the connection and says, huh, you're not dead. Impressive. If you want to talk, there's probably something more to it. 3 hours, I'll be done.
Okay. Then I'm gonna sit on a rooftop for 3 hours trying to think of what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I, the player, also don't know.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
know.
So, guys, will reconvene in 3 hours. So, yeah. 3 hours pass. And from that same place, the door opens again. More garbage is being put forward. There's a cart being pushed, and she takes a large pail of water, and you can see a little pump at the back there, and she starts pumping water.
I'll jump off the roof and land so she can see me.
Okay. Oh, I really hate it when you do that. You've
It's
got until
inaccurate.
this fills up.
I don't really know what to say, but I'm not dead, obviously. I might be soon.
You sure?
Because I don't know. Not really. I died a long time ago, to be honest. And then I
To
started
me.
to live again
Oh,
recently. But that's all very difficult, and I don't want to get into that now. I'm about to do something very dangerous and probably very stupid. It may result in me once again leaving this town very abruptly, and I wanted to warn you about that this time.
is that character growth I see?
Mm.
It might just be.
Tell me, is it because of Flynn? That stupid thing you're about to do?
He's definitely involved, but what we're doing, it's far bigger than Flint or this town or anything I've ever done, really.
That's nice.
It's important.
I appreciate you telling me. So, where did does all go tits up? Where do I find you?
I know, but I mean, he does still trust her, so he will just tell her that we're going to. If it were to go tits up, would be in Greven. I
Riven
think.
is our home base.
We'd be
That's
in
what we
Greven,
told
yeah.
you.
That's what they've told me. Yeah, I will tell her that telepathically, not out loud, just in case
Okay.
somebody's listening in on this.
Oh, Greven. And no, she won't say it out loud because you didn't. She'll, oh, well, that's the one place on this continent that might be worse than this place.
I've honestly never been.
Yeah, well, maybe for the best. All right.
Hopefully, I won't need to find out.
So, this event, this thing you're doing, that's not connected to the King's Gala, is it?
Do you really want to know?
Well, we've had a lot of people come in. A lot of people from a lot of places asking for things and who's who and what's what around that. So, there's a lot of people from a lot of places. You might be able to blend in. There's a couple of people from around here who are trying to make their comeuppance as well, make their way up in the world. A lot of desperate people.
You're saying I should watch out for them?
I'm saying, if you were to find yourself at such a place, the nobles, they've been itching for something, they've been nervous. This discourse, there is something's putting them against each other. Not sure what, but, well, guessing whatever didn't kill this city is still very much left a wound. And we haven't really gotten all the information because all of this has gotten hush-hush, but someone arrived very recently from a foreign nation a long way away. And they've made an offer of some kind, but haven't quite been able to figure out who. Whoever they are, they managed their way straight into the noble district. So a magic user of some kind. Someone by the name of Obrek Siltfallen or something. But no idea who he's with.
I don't recognize that name in any way, right?
Nope. Never heard of him.
I'll double check with my companions later, but
Well, this is nice. You taking the time and risk to tell me. But let that be. Never mind. Yeah, I'm coming. And the pail of water has long since overflowed. Hope to see you again.
likewise.
With that, the door closes.
All right. Then he's gonna sit on the rooftop for 2 more hours, and then when I get back, I will check with my companions if any of them know someone by the name of Obrick Siltfallen or of that variation. Supposedly a magic user of some kind.
I will say, all of you can roll history.
First
I
roll.
don't need to roll anymore, right? I didn't
No,
know.
you have no idea. You have no chance of knowing, let's say.
Right.
Okay, well,
This is
27 for Nolan.
Not only do you know that guy, you were his best friend at college.
I am that guy.
Nolan, how long ago would you say on average it was since you left Illish?
Got a crazy eyes, man. Watch out.
A few months before we departed.
Okay. And you were a regular at libraries, local and
Yes.
around.
Yes.
You've heard this name. A rather annoying yet studious student of one of the arcane colleges. The last thing you heard when he stopped coming round and being a regular at the libraries, he was taken under the wing of one of the students of Tanawasia.
Mm.
How do you write that last name?
Silt, as in silt fallen.
No, the last
was
the
here.
person
Done was here.
who was taken.
Tanawasia. Asir, ASIR.
Yes.
And that was the guy in the tower in Oratal? Was it? Not. Who asked us to
No.
go to the Underdark, or was another Asir?
We had someone.
Tanawasia
one-
is the leader of the Ilish Republic.
Ah, right. That, yes, right.
Just a question for the viewers at home and me: what is the Ilish Republic?
The Ilish Republic
Right.
is currently. So the old Nataran Empire fell about 100 years ago. The capital of said empire was the city of Ilish. All the way down. I have too much crap on my world map, actually. So if you have Greven, go more left, then you see Oratal, and then you go more left and down, and there you have Ilish.
Yes. Oh, it's very
Very big.
and yeah.
It was one of the three main cities of the Nataran Empire. Namely, you had Ilish, Nosor, and Dun Modred. The latter sadly fell. Now, the nobility of Ilish was kicked out as the last of the Nir dynasty was sadly deposed. First briefly by a regent, and then the mage Tanoasir took control and used mages to basically wrench away the power of clerics, the churches, and the old nobility, and then founded the Ilish Republic. And he is now consolidating his power and reaching for old Nataran Empire land and cities and re-establishing a form of dominance. He is said to be more than 100 years old, a archmage without compare. This Tanoasia.
Also, let's not forget there are 3 recent fugitives named Gort, Dario, and Eromast.
Yes, that's why we don't go to Orathal. It's on the map in
Yes.
Midlanders, if I
Yes.
recall.
That's where it happened, but they are wanted by the Ilish Republic.
By the Ilish Republic. The Ilish Republic does stretch to Orathal then, so it is quite.
Well,
It's complicated.
yes.
They are trying to establish in cities, and
They happen
the
to be
people
there.
who were trying to establish said republic in Oratal were brutally murdered by 3 vagrants.
By Gord and Ramast and Dario, yes.
You're not allowed to, at a certain level of magic and spells.
I can
think
understand
they want
Endromast
to-
and Gord, but Dario does not fit in that.
He was an innocent bystander, buddy.
Yeah,
Oh, guilty by association. Yeah,
Yeah,
I tried
yeah.
to resolve. I have no mediation, so I tried to resolve the conflict. So it wasn't really possible.
And then the conflict was resolved by Gord and Endromast.
Yes.
In a bloody way, yes.
well, by
Okay.
Gore's aura, yes.
And now this, how do I say it? Mentee of Tano Asir is here making waves in nobility and upper echelons.
Well, searching is.
Interesting times.
It's a big city.
I mean, it would make sense that if there's a guy here who's capable of destroying armies, then he would attract the attention of other interested parties who might want to either enlist such a person or find out how such a person is able to do those things and then take that thing from them.
Yes, we'll find out.
Guess I'll find out. Noel, do you know this person? Like, would you recognize them if they are at the party, or is it just a name that you've heard of?
I would say with that 27, you've probably ran into him. Like, with you being a piece of furniture in most of the libraries, you would see. I'm honestly sketching this kind of picture that Nolan is like the guy that's always at the library for each new wave of students that comes into the libraries to learn about arcane stuff. Is like, oh yeah, that old guy's gonna know where that book is. You know, kind of like a folklore figure.
When they get the tour, there's like,
At
this is the
different-
reading hall,
And
this is
different
the...
libraries, even.
These are the
Yeah, yeah.
archives, and this is Nolan. He's always here. If you have a question, just ask him.
It's Tuesday, so he'll probably be at the he'll be at that library and that library. Shit, I need a list of libraries in English.
Or-
Digging your own hole.
So yeah, you probably would have ran into him a few times. You probably it's gonna be a while ago, of course.
Hard to recognize.
But yeah,
Well, I
Right,
could
if you-
might recognize him. Yes.
If you recognize him at the party, let me know, would you? Because he might be there having an... Well, he definitely has an agenda, but his agenda might interfere with ours.
Oh. Okay.
all right.
Alright. That was... I have no further things that I want to do.
Very well.
Thank you
Anyone
for
else?
indulging me.
That's all right.
No.
Thank you for engaging in the thread that I'm dangling in front of your face. Right. So then, preparations done and ready. You briefly convene over at Flint's establishment the night of. There you are given each your passes, your amulets. All right. Listen. You're gonna need to fill in the blanks. But honestly, if you're providing goods, they're not asking too many questions right now. So where you're from exactly, it's gonna be up to you. But I said from somewhere down south, you know, you can fill in the blanks. Now, I'm gonna have to ask you to come in the long way. Go out of the city and go through the front gates. Because you're just arriving here. You haven't been here, and you're definitely not from the down low. So, best of luck. We've got a few eyes here and there, but they're definitely not going to stick their neck outs for you. Good hunting. Hope you find what you're looking for, and don't try to skip town on us.
No, of course.
So you are escorted, ironically, to the place where you entered the city. The long path upwards, spiraling up behind the waterfall and through. being escorted. None of the traps happen, and everything is fine. You cart round and exit the city, skirting the walls to where you, again, first arrived here. And there is quite a bit of commotion here. The stands and everything are still there. But there is a bit of a train of people still going through the castle or the walls of the outer district here. There is an elaborate setup right now for people coming in and out of the city. But guards are stopping each and every single one, every cart, everything. Now, one thing, I guess you guys are carrying the large boxes in the bags of holding with the arcane device that you were given. So, first step at the gates. Who is taking the forefront here? Who's going to speak for the group?
Well, I'm wearing a very colorful outfit, but
Yes, you are.
am I acting as hey, I'm the faraway cousin?
Not
No,
yet.
I think if we establish that as your role now, then you don't ever talk because all these people are beneath you. So you don't bother
Yes.
with
That's true.
guards or normal checkpoints.
So that's me, Nolan, Gord, or
No,
Cassius.
and me, I will play the old, very expert man that will only talk if it's regarding artifacts or relics, and then I
Yeah.
won't say anything else.
So Nolan's the expert.
Yes.
Dario is the cousin.
I'll just be the major domo or the butler or whatever.
You were the servant.
Well, I'm the most important servant, but still the
Ah,
servant.
The
Yes.
lowly servant. Yes.
What are you, Gord?
I'm supposed with my charisma score, I should be the merchant doing the talking, but
Go for it.
and you're muscle wars or
But
Cleric
Gordon, you are
muscle.
wearing
I
armor, are you not?
assume that you are the muscle.
but aren't you strong looking, strapped, armed?
In chainmail, but I'm still a cleric. Right,
So he's a man of fate.
Yeah, but we should get our story straight.
right. You want to do it or
Or
you don't
do you
want
want
to
to be
do it?
partners? We can be partners.
Next!
Yes,
Come on,
hello.
hold it up.
I have a few merchants with me, and we would like to enter.
Name, son.
Excuse me, because your mic was over saturated.
Name, son.
Boris Ventat.
Coming from?
Omatil.
Very well. And you're carrying with you?
I have a major domo. I have a merchant. I have a scholar. And yeah, he's coming along. Don't really know where he comes from, but he's okay. He's safe. He's
So
one
is
of
he
my
with your party or not?
This is my party. Yes.
So make a deception roll, please.
Oh damn.
And now
We fail. Mission ends.
Ooh. I'm into the fives today.
Just bribe the boss.
just above the table. Did we get the long rest or?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I have to roll my portent.
So yeah, if you guys can long rest here.
Ik gewoon een hit dice terug, voor de rest hadden we niks gedepleted.
Yes. No. Average rolls.
Oh, not bad.
Do you want to use that as that portrait on deception roll that Boris just made?
Already?
I don't know what Boris's deception modifier is,
+1.
so no.
Okay.
Okay. Oh boy, I was not prepared for this. I needed to explain the outfit.
All right. Let's put these fellas aside here.
Oh damn.
No, look. We're just merchants. We're trying to sell our wares
I
to
understand
Daryl
that's
Fox.
please step aside.
No, good sir. We don't want any trouble.
Oh,
My
this is
bumbling colleague.
Vomitil all over again.
No trouble at all. Just need to make sure everybody is who they say they are.
Of course. We respect that, and we will cooperate any way we can.
Yes, you will, sir. Now, please, this way.
Gort
So
ziet
we
er
understand.
uit als een human. Tak, een beetje mollig, kalend.
Okay.
Roze wangetjes, maar niet als Gort.
Very well. All right. So we've established Mr. Boris Ventat
Yes.
from Omatil.
Yes, from the
I
Temple of
can't-
Helios.
That's very nice, sir. How do you spell that?
Helios.
Hmm. Have we heard of that?
Maybe you've heard of Akosh?
Is that a staple food in your district?
No,
sir?
she's the head of the church down there.
Wonderful. Can't say that we have. Anyway, then this you identify as a merchant, sir. What are your wares? What is your name, and where are you from?
Hi, good to meet you. I am Tuck Fry. I am from down south, from Batra. Maybe you've heard of it. But I'm more of a worldly man. I come everywhere. And we have some fine wares for Daryl Voss. Some mystic.
Yes, you and
machine
everybody
ware.
else.
But we have some special stuff.
Of course you do, sir. Make a deception roll, and you get advantage on that because who you are currently.
No.
Good for that advantage. 21. Good thing these guards are only the level 1 guys. This is perimeter 1, everyone. Welcome.
Oh, okay.
We are
we can kill
struggling
him.
already.
And
Oh, boy.
he rolled a 16, so that means he had a 20 on that one.
Oof.
All right, very well. If you have fine wares, then you can certainly make your case to try and get it. Now, who's the dirty fellow? Could have maybe washed your cloak before entering. He's looking at you, Nolan, with your geomancer's robes.
Hello. I'm Nolan, expert in arcane relics. I'm from Elish.
Nolan? Nolan what?
Dusk brew.
Oh, yeah.
Can I gently shove him?
Why?
Dumb fuck. Oh,
On the one hand, I do like he's not wrong. That is his name.
I know, and his character is
It's the
very
other guy
good.
who's wrong, so why should he change?
He's completely in character, but oh fuck.
No one gave instructions not to use my name.
You should have known.
Okay, Nolan Duskbrew, make a persuasion roll that you are in fact who you say you are, because it's actually not deception, but it is persuasion.
Yeah, I will use a portent of 15 plus 1.
16?
16.
He's foreseen that this is gonna work.
I mean, the guard rolled a 16 and got a 20.
I know.
So,
Yeah, he got a 24 this time.
Okay.
boy.
He stares at you and he looks back to you, Tuck. That's you, Gord.
Yes.
Is this man?
Yeah, and I just nod. Yeah, he's special. We call him special, but we need him. He's got some know-how about the magical qualities about items, and he's quite the expert in that.
Yes,
But
that's my
everything else,
specialty.
This is Mario Supra
Right.
all over again.
I think.
See, now if he's gonna go around telling everybody he's Nolan Tuskbro, I mean, I'm guessing he's got a
you'll have-
fascination there.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Wilhelm. Did you hear that name somewhere?
Wilhelm?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, he gets so confused. He's hearing
Yeah.
stories.
No,
Yesterday he was Deborah. Can you believe
Yes,
him? He
no,
was
my name is
Deborah.
Christopher.
Poor
God.
guy. Did you take
Christopher
your
the
medicine,
Knight.
Wilhelm? You have to take your medicine.
Yes, and
Yes.
well,
I'll
figuring
take
out that
Wilhelm by the
Wilhelm-
shoulder.
I'm
Yes,
I'm
Wilhelm,
so
let me
sorry,
help
man.
you.
Yeah.
I'll try.
He's more
Both of
trouble than
you-
he's worth. But we can't dump him. You know, I promised his mother I'd take care of him, but it's getting too much.
His mother,
Mom.
my,
Yeah.
she must be quite the hag.
You can't believe.
Vi kan underköra out. Vad säger du, Janne?
This is Mrs. Burns, right? Like she's 127 years old, trying to sound more desiccated. Okay, so you guys can choose. Somebody's gonna roll deception. And it's either Nolan or Gord.
The charisma character, I would say.
Ollie B. Gord.
I with advantage.
No, because
I
now
would-
this isn't on your appearance. This is on a story you're
Yeah,
telling. If
I
you
got help from Nolan. Is that advantage?
did you get help from Nolan though?
Yeah, he
Sure.
jumped on
You
the
know
boat.
what? In order for the whole thing not to stop right here and end in combat, roll for advantage, please. Thank God it didn't actually matter. Ay, hey. Wonderful.
We're so good at this.
You are.
We are so struggling. We are
So,
Decay.
ironically, a 25 is something I can't beat because he can only the highest he can roll is 24. So
In our defense, in our plan, this was like we get through this automatically because we have the invite and we don't need to do anything here. We completely skipped this part.
Yeah, we did.
With this
In
shit
hindsight, maybe
being
we shouldn't have, but
all of you have the amulets and nobody showed them. So yeah.
Ah,
We're having a pass. We've got
Is
a
it-
fucking pass.
I thought
I
you were
assumed
wearing
you were out
them.
in the open. I assumed I had it on my chest.
Yeah.
Nothing was said.
Yeah, right.
Ay, ay, ay.
All right. So
I've never been to one of these conventions. I'm very.
yeah, exactly.
We just have to
I've
show
got a
this, you mean,
I've
Mr.
got press pass. I've got a press pass.
You mean we just have to show this and everything goes away?
You don't fucking know that.
Mhm.
This is
Inside.
in. This is yeah. So with that, all right. Listen, just go into the city, will you? It's fine. I don't need this. I've got. Look at the line you're forming, okay? Got a lot of people really pissed off. I'm not gonna bother with some senile old man. Good luck with your wares, sir.
Thank you.
We-
Thank you.
Do we get to see some relics now, Freya?
Yes, yes.
Come on, Wilhelm. Take my hand. Yeah, this way.
I'll take the other hand.
How do I get
We
more
both pick him
attention
up
than
so he
with
doesn't-
Dario?
And so what's the order here? So we've got Nolan, Gord, and Boris. Cassius, and you're last. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Just a tap on your shoulder, Cassius. Hold on. Name, please.
Oh, I am Alfred Pennyworth, and I am a humble servant to His Eminence Lord Eldrick Falduris, who hails from the region of Telvisir and is actually related to your king. So honestly, I am quite kerfuffled that your delaying his eminence because he is, for the moment, kind of amused at all this, but I would very much hope so that he doesn't get bored.
And I'm expressing my frustration, like, this is taking ages.
So
I
he looks
was-
yeah, go on.
I was under the impression, and I'll start rumbling, that we should have been given full access. We've received these from your people, and they told us that it should be fine. So I do hope that I won't be forced to make a complaint about this to your superiors.
All right, make a deception
And
roll with
I'll
advantage.
Pull out the amulet.
Yeah, that's good. I threw you a bone there.
Lord Eldrick of Aluris.
Oh, bam.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I did something good, and it involved talking.
They got inside.
Indeed.
rolled
Natural
You can roll.
fucking 20, alright. Actually, he could, if I roll.
24.
Didn't do it. He looks at you, then looks at Dario, and goes, "Oh," and presented the yellow.
Dario is obviously very fancy, and obviously his
Yeah.
taste in fashion is
Incredible.
significantly different from the locale here.
That is forgiveness, my lord. Yes, of course. If you have those amulets, straight away, sir. Please.
Yes, and I point at a guy, I don't know, 3-4 rows behind. That person, I think he looks suspicious. You might want to check. And then I lobbing door.
Make a
I'll just
deception roll for
very-
Dario.
Ah, yes.
You
I'll do
open your
very
mouth.
astute observation, my lord.
Yes, I open my mouth.
You're gonna get that person arrested, and then he's gonna become vengeful and hunt you down.
Oh.
The guard just looks at you, and now looks 3 rows down. Yes, my lord. Of course, my lord. We'll look into it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ze gewoon zijn CV-jarige met een lollies.
Oh, to the dungeon with you.
All right.
I
No,
just-
you get the sense that he's like, oh god, a noble who's trying to bring someone down. It's like, oh god, like disgusting.
Very
But,
noble. Like.
Very
Yes.
double egg.
All right, you are in. Welcome to Perimeter 1. You are in
All right.
the walled
Go on.
city.
I thought the
Go on.
Cassius, well, that went quite well.
So apparently
Or-
we have to wear the amulets inside, then I guess. Okay,
I,
I'll put it
I,
on.
I found that experience very humiliating.
Yes,
Just
but
very-
Oh,
Wilhelm,
shush,
It was
Wilfred.
very below me as a man of intellect.
Yes, I do.
Nolan,
No, Wilhelm.
Wilhelm, do keep in mind your name is Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
You chose
Could
that
have
name
chosen.
before as a undercover name. That's why I chose it.
It's just that I agree with you that it's your name and it's Blacklenas who's wrong, but for the moment,
You're
he's
Wilhelm.
claimed this name has
But
his own
for
all these
some
people. So like,
for some unapparent reason, I always accidentally end up being as a ruse, being a senile old man.
We should just avoid the N word, and that's how we got off that.
Then,
The N word.
And,
My alle flying in YouTube on
oh my god, Mama.
okay, no Nolan.
No.
My name is Wilhelm Tuskbrew.
No, not
I
the
No,
would avoid-
that's not,
That's-
not
that's
the
great.
E
not
word.
related
That
to
name
the
might be
other
on the
guy.
list.
Wilhelm as well.
Choose your
Hey.
mother's last name or something. I don't know.
Just pick something and stick.
Wilhelm Thornbramble.
Thorn. Okay.
What?
Ganon.
Okay.
Thorn Bramble.
It's like a hobbit name or something.
I think they're called halflings in this setting, but
Yes.
Yeah. You want to get sued? All right. So here you are in the city of Olosso. Again.
Again.
But now,
Officially.
this is night and day. The city behind these walls, you see tall buildings, sometimes 3 stories tall, beautifully well kept. You have with white lime or bricks. You see a large temple, a cathedral tower. The cobblestones here are well maintained. You see guards at every corner. They're well armored as well, some of them having emblems of noble houses. You see a large square with a beautiful fountain, and you see the town hall with a large clock. Everything here clean, bright, lit with gas torches alongside the roads here. Even some alleyways lit with these various lanterns. The streets are alive with commerce. You see stalls and stands. You see many carts being rolled forth. You have warehouses that are currently being filled with everything that's coming into the city. And there, then, you have fencing. You have these places of large cast iron fencing with spikes at the top, and towers every 100 few feet that are being guarded. And there, connecting to the large market square, there is a barrier, which has now, well, the barrier itself closed, except that it opens for certain of the carts to come through. There is more reinforcement here. There are plenty of guards, more military attire to them, and you see a few people not wearing normal guard attire, but you see them wearing robes. You also see some of them wearing leathers, having bows. These look like seasoned warriors, adventurers even, that have been hired for this event, that are keeping the perimeter. Behind the merchants' district, where fine artisanry and craftsmanship is displayed in various shops and studios, and there you are. So, welcome to the city.
We're now in the first circle.
Yes.
Yes. I'd say we just stake out the place, stroll, see what's what, what's where, maybe listen to a conversation here and there. Who knows?
Our amulets get us into the second layer as well, right? Because
Yes.
that is where the event is happening. Okay.
I think we
Cheers.
can go straight to the second layer, no?
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's just go for Voss and see what we can do there.
Before we enter there, I'll use my psychic whispers now that I can still see everyone, so we can, or everyone can telepathically talk with me, except Dario, because I'm supposedly going to stick with Dario anyway, because I'm his servant and he's too important to talk to people, so he shouldn't ever be far enough away from me that I can't use my normal telepathy on him.
Very well.
And I need to roll 1d8 to see how long that lasts.
Space.
That is incorrect.
You need some space.
Yeah,
Right,
I
Space.
messed up.
Can I do space?
All right, so
7.
That's
7
gonna
minutes.
last for 8 hours because I think it's 1 hour plus the d8, or 7 hours. It's gonna last for the
Or at
volume.
least 7 hours. Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
So,
So should we get split up or anything? This works up until 1 mile, so
That's far enough.
Geen idee hoe ver dat is. Ik moet dat opzoeken.
1,5 kilometer.
Ja,
1600
Ja,
1.6.
ik wel.
meters.
Meter radius, yeah. Okay. So do you approach the gate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Could do. I'll tell the
Alright.
rest, like, maybe we should just.
I have the
flash
amulet on my
and then-
chest,
yeah.
by the way, this time.
Very visible.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
All right. So you approach this, and you're not the only one, right? There's plenty. There's also people with full carriage loads coming in, but a bit fewer than the regular thing. You immediately hear a little bit of commotion as the person at the front. One moment, please.
Also, can I
Yeah.
correct and swap out Dario for Boris on the mental connection? Because if Dario's going to shapeshift into an animal, it would be helpful if he can still telepathically communicate.
Okay.
I just remembered, so.
Very well. No, all things are final. It rolled. No. Okay. At that point, you hear some commotion, and you hear at the front of this line that this is preposterous. I have a meeting with Lord Voss himself. I have many wares that I can sell, and sir, could you just? Without the invitation, there is nothing we can do. Oh, preposterous. I have been a member of the Orosso Merchants Association for many years. I know Lord Voss and Ilyana Voss. So, if I could speak with the captain, I'm sure this is a misunderstanding. All right, very well. Let's go to the guards, to the guard post, and we can all sort it out there. Okay?
Oh boy.
Can I see if the guy is lying, by the way?
Sure, go for it.
I want to check his merch.
Yeah.
What's on his card?
That's also
So he's got a puller trolley with him. Not really that much.
Oh, okay.
There's got a sheet over it, a canvas over it, so you can't really see
Okay.
inside of it. He seems truthful. He, as far as you can tell, this is just a man who is quite annoyed. But regardless, you see one of the guards just snap his fingers and they take him away to the guard tower. All right, next, and a few more people. At that point, after about 20 minutes or so in this line, it is your turn. So, and we have a repeat. So this time, who's taking the forefront?
I'll take the forefront.
Let Friar Tuck handle it.
Okay.
Tuck Fry, not the. He's not a fryer.
Tuck Fry. Let's try and keep it in mind. Is he related to Fry from Futurama?
I don't think that's his last name. But
At that point, yes, please approach. Name, sir.
hello, good man, good man. I am Tuck Fry. I'm here on business, and I believe these amulets would just get us in.
Can I see those for a moment, please? And
Of course.
he takes out this glove. Well, he has this glove on with like a crystal, and he just takes the amulet and places it on the amulet and. One moment, please. And he takes out a handkerchief and wipes off your amulet for a moment.
Is there anything wrong, sir? I can assure you we were given
One
these
moment,
by
please. And touches again, and you hear a chime sound. There we are. Just a little dirty. Gotta keep these things clean, or else someone might mistake you for a forgery. Duck Fry, was it? Very well, sir. Your invitation seems in order.
I spit on my
continue.
necklace and I
Thank you so much.
start cleaning it.
No. I'll take your and start cleaning it for you because you're
Of course, yes.
far too important to be doing shit like that.
I spit on it first.
I'll go. Sir, let me handle that.
You spit on Alfred,
Yeah.
he cleans it for you.
Oh, that's a true noble.
Oh dear lord.
This is how it works.
I love the life.
He could get used to this.
He might.
But Gord, I still need a deception roll for your name, please. With
Oh, boy.
advantage.
I don't like it.
Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Next, please.
Guess me and Wilhelm. I'll escort Wilhelm further along. Yes, I'm Boris, and this is Wilhelm. We're associates of Duck there. Here
Yes,
are
they're my
amulets.
Oh, yeah.
You sure he's going to make it?
Yes, I'm a cleric of quite astute within the religion of Helios. I'm used to it.
My physique might not look like it, but my brain is still as sharp as when I was 16
Don't
years
need your
old.
life story, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, we know, Wilhelm. Yes, we know. Let
the youths.
let the
the
youth
youth.
do his job.
Does
He's
say.
good at it. I
No
can
Invitation
see.
is
respect for the
good.
elderly.
Right in the line, please. Thank you, sir. Your amulet. Good
Thank
as
you.
well. And I need both of you individually to roll deception, please.
But I spoke the truth.
No, you said he was Wilhelm, which is a
Yeah,
lie.
indeed.
Ooh, better.
2 15s. All right.
That's 30, right?
That's how that works.
Oh boy.
Well,
He rolled.
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Nice.
And he still reaches 16.
14, yeah. No. So he looks you over and really doesn't want to bother. Well, Father, good to have you, and hopefully your medicine can aid him.
Thank you, sir.
We hope. I'll do the best I can. Thank you, kind sir.
Next,
Yes, I would like to humbly present my Lord Elric Falduris from the Telvisir region and the Oratal clan. Or not Oratal, sorry.
Otan.
Otan clan.
And
And
I slap him on the back
I'm-
for saying it wrong.
I am but a humble servant of his eminence.
Amazing.
Amulet, please.
And I'll hand both of the amulets.
He takes the amulets, both of them work. And roll deception.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, Dario's assisting, so I'll allow
Yeah,
with advantage.
So okay.
Yeah, you're the one talking.
yeah.
18. Okay. The guard looks at Dario intently.
I don't even meet his eyes.
He lowers his. Lord Valduris, we were not expecting your arrival.
No, yes, my master would like to keep things low key, as it were. He isn't fond of attention, so he would rather not announce himself to everyone all at once. I'm sure you
Could have
understand.
fooled me.
Well,
He's
So
eccentric.
being stylish and being known as the Lord Felric are two different things, you see. Also, my
Very well.
accent is all over the place. I have not found a correct accent for this person.
Yeah, that's all right. It's been two different people, so they're not tracking voice recognition. Very well. If my lord doesn't wish to be announced, then let it be so.
And I
He appreciates
I
your
thank him.
discretion.
I'm rolling really low on this guy. It's a shame.
He's done
Very well.
200 of these, and he's got 300 more to do. So, yeah.
Yep. Very well. Please enjoy the hospitality of the city. So, my lord. And with that, you shimmy on in.
Ooh.
Shimmy, shimmy.
We're in.
When we are far away, I whisper to Cassius, "This is quite easy. Damn. Just keep talking." Yes.
I have to do nothing at all, and everything.
Boris, I'm
afraid the easy
not
part's
in
gonna
this-
end now.
I'm not in disguise, and for some reason everyone thinks I'm going to drop dead.
Yes, but
Well,
it's not
dirty.
you that's in disguise. It's this Black Lennis. And he's pretending to be you, so everybody knows your name. So for now, you're Wilhelm.
No. He
Yes, but
Yes.
physically, everyone
I-
thinks I'm going to drop dead.
I think it's the robes, Wilhelm. I think you stand a bit off.
Well,
Oh, of course, these are centuries old. Yes, of course.
No,
Yes,
they're-
and
yes,
also
yes,
you're
yes.
not
Right.
in your prime anymore as a human being. That's something we can conclude to know.
I've never been at this shop.
In your
physically.
mind, but physically, you're not 25.
Oh, I drank an aging potion not a few weeks ago. A few months
Yeah.
ago.
Months. Yeah.
I
You look
lost
what?
10
you're
years.
younger than-
I'm 10 years younger. I'm 78 now.
I will. That's not 25.
While I'm sure that was a significant improvement,
Ah.
it's
You can still get
Nolan?
elected.
It's helping you
Well,
pull up the
Wil-
roots. Be
Well,
happy.
Wilhelm, just look around, and when you see someone older than you, just give us a sign.
Well, any elf?
Human.
I mean, yes.
Oh.
Don't cheat. No dwarves, no elves.
No
no
Dragon
halflings.
King. No Dragon
Dragon
King.
Boy,
No.
or turtles.
Humans.
Just stay to humans.
Okay.
It's
Turtles.
just the guards. They have bad eyes, you know.
Do I
that?
see an elderly person?
Make a perception check.
Oh,
You
boy.
see him, and then you realize it's a bitter.
Damn it, took my joke away now.
Oh, sorry.
12. Right now,
What elderly
Random.
person?
what you see is a number of people, not as numerous as, of course, outside of this district, but a lot of people. So all of these shops here are well made. They are the signs here are all of high quality. The streets here are clean. The sewers, not a whiff to be scented. And yes, there are plenty of merchants and craftsmen in their shops that line all the way to, let's say, the boulevard that leads to the castle of the Olosso King. There are, of course, high walls, all of which, well, thick high walls, and you see small gates and plenty of guard towers atop. All these people outside hollering, speaking of their wares, and none of them above 70.
Okay.
Suspicious.
Are there consumables and edibles being sold as well?
There would be, yes. I can say that in this district right now, you have.
Actually, I don't know what the tendency of all those rich people are, or they have a lot of pets or something. Maybe there's some sort of pet specialty store that sells more interesting stuff than my questionable jerky on me.
Okay.
So I think maybe this is better place to find some high quality
You know what?
meats
Sure.
or treat.
Investigation or survival, but for you it would be more survival, I think, because you're in a hostile environment.
Trying to survive.
Party
This
with a lot
is
of people.
better.
Holy Jesus! All right.
Nice.
Very nice.
Premium dog
Okay.
food.
So you go by your nose, and you smell the scents. You smell an intense sense of perfume as you have a boutique of all manner of colognes and perfumes and all manner of things, and you somewhat recoil from that, and try to get the sting out of your nose. It is then that, not in the main road, but maybe 2 streets over, you catch an intense aroma that there are, let's say, confectionery stores, there are bakeries, pâtissiers, but in between, there's something a bit more earthy. And there you find, specifically, an exotic pet store. You see all manner, you see, well, all kinds of strange creatures. I'm thinking, because this might actually help you with your wild shape.
Yes. Oh, what am I looking at?
Yeah. All right. Let me see what. Okay, so you look into this store. There are, again, you can immediately see that indeed there's various foods here, but you see parrots, you see monkeys, you see, let's see, what kind of, you see a number of eggs that are being, by some kind of magical torch, is slowly heating them to keep them warm. All manner of reptiles, but let's see what kind of strange
They're
things.
dogs or something.
You see a small baby griffin in a pampered cage, currently being fed strips of meat by the proprietor, and the griffin snatches it out, and it has like 2,000 gold pieces for this baby griffin, and then easily tameable, and you see all kinds of appraisals.
Heartbreaks.
Could we
What
take the
else?
baby griffin and make it take the dog or something?
Yeah, I'm not here to buy a griffin. I
Well,
could technically. I have the money, but
That's
no,
pretty
I won't.
fresh meat, you know.
Like griffin meat and just slaughter it in front of the
Yeah.
shop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is there anything that would naturally hunt a dog?
A cat.
No, hunt a dog.
large bird.
As in bite it and run away with it.
But
I mean, you also see that this pet shop has a number of tiger cubs that are. So again, there are no rules or regulations here. But they are in a slightly larger cage as well.
Okay. So I'm go to the barkeep, the shopkeeper, and I look around. If there is there anybody other the store, or is it just him?
Right now, there are one or two people that are perusing, and you also see, by the way, like a number of snakes and other reptiles and constrictor creatures.
As Dario, I want to make this fast, so I'm going to the shopkeep. Dear shopkeep, and I describe to him, well, the sketches. I know the sketches. I describe to him the animal. My sister has an animal, you see, and I want to, since I'm here in this glorious, beautiful city, I want to treat her pet with something exquisite. You know, the best of the best.
Yes, yes.
This. I don't know what you have. What you advise? I can pay
Of course.
can pay dearly.
Yeah. Oh, you can, sir. Very good, sir. Well, yes, of course. The palate of the creature you describe is quite exquisite. It is bred for the finest tastes, and we'll only see such a thing. I perhaps, if you give me a moment, I might just have the thing in the back. We don't keep this among the pauper goods here, of course.
Take a look around at your beautiful collection of exotic
Of
animals.
course, of course. Won't be a moment, sir.
Yes.
And he runs to the back,
I'm getting scammed.
and
I don't know.
about 20-30 seconds pass, and then you hear a little bit of rummaging in the background. Then comes along, and just puts it down gently. Like basically a praline box, but then opens, and a number of treats inside. He allows you to browse the. Actually, make a nature roll for me. I'm going to regret everything that results from this roll. 12. Okay.
It's alright.
The number of eggs you see here, they look a little off. They don't look to be like reptile eggs per se. They don't look to be bird eggs. They look a little bit too big for that. That's all you notice with a 12.
Darn.
You don't know, and you haven't seen, let's just say you haven't seen that kind of egg before, which is weird for you. Please, here you are.
Oh, yes.
And you can tell these are dog treats.
Can I taste one? I want to know if they're good.
Oh, well, if you insist, but these are, of course, still for the finest beasts indeed, but still beasts nonetheless.
All right, and I give it to Cassius. Please taste this.
I just walk out the store.
I'm not even in the store.
Heerlijk.
Oh. He looks at Dario and goes, "My lord."
You heard him? I'm buying the best treats for the dog of my sister, and I want to know if this is the best. Now, you've eaten your share of treats. Now, eat this one and see if it stands out. I should not have to explain myself.
And it
Yeah,
comes out of
he's-
your salary.
I am trapped by social convention. So Cassius will eat the dog treat, but he will telepathically, through his one-way feet
Asshole.
telepathy, tell Dario, "I don't know how, but I will get you back."
Go in, putting him in a crazy yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah. Please pay back.
So, Cassius, you taste this treat, and you expect a crunch, but it is indeed soft.
Ooh.
It is partially dried meat, but it has some kind of filling that, honestly, you don't want to like further engage.
No.
You take a bite, and it slushes in your mouth a little. Yes, this is painfully. This is not the worst thing you've ever eaten. In fact, it is rather offensive that it isn't. It is a dog treat. Sadly, you've known worse.
All right.
I'll. Does he even ask me what it
I'll take him.
tasted like?
No, I don't really look at those. I'll take him.
Very good, sir.
Well, this
So
is
for
an
this-
Almir. Half an hour and he turned into a power tripping noble.
Yes, the garment is slowly taking over his brain. The collar just a little higher.
I can't pull it off. The suit it's stuck.
You're gonna build a wall.
So, yes, for this most exquisite, as you can clearly tell,
Yes. Yes.
15 gold pieces,
And
barely.
I look at Cassius and then I joke and then I put down 15 gold coins.
And the moment they hit the counter, they're gone, and they are pocketed by the merchant. Very good, sir. Very good, sir.
I'm doing business with you.
At that point, Daria, because this has not been a quiet place.
Mhm.
Okay, there's all manner of scattering going on. You hear mewling from the tigers, you hear skittering and all manner of calls, deafening calls from the parrots and other birds, and in between this cacophony, because you have a high enough passive perception, you hear this strange this groaning almost, this and it just happens to catch your eye. And in a dark corner at the back of this shop, there is a cage with what looks to be like a very small but strangely proportioned deer.
And is it in agony or is it the cry? Is it
You
discomfortable?
recognize the cry. It's a cry for its mother. And the merchant, apologies. Yes, well, this specimen.
What's in there?
Oh, this isn't really anything for you or someone of your standards. This was a delivery gone wrong. This should have gone to the livestock markets, but I've been stuck with it for a couple of days now, and I'm hoping I can get rid of it. But for someone, this is a forest creature. This is
I can get
an elk.
if I could take it off your hand.
Oh, I wouldn't impose.
Yes.
Simply, this thing will be
you-
well treats more often
I
than not.
think it's excellent for my niece. She wants to ride a pony and maybe
Oh,
she
but
can
these
tame
cannot
her
be tamed, so they become quite large. In fact,
Well, then my sister can always shoot it in her garden. Use for sports.
this is
That's what
true.
they are used
This
for,
is
no?
true.
Yes.
Better use crossbows though, because they do take a little bit of taking down. As the hunter who brought me this has assured me.
Oh, she has an excellent collection of weaponry.
Hmm.
No, I'll take it off your hand. But right now, you see this event, this card. I can't take it with me as of yet. So can you maybe deliver it at the gate or something? And I can later come back for it.
Well,
Because
so
I
delivery
don't
is of
want it to-
course extra.
It's going to cry the whole time, and I don't want that, of course.
Well, yes, sir, if you insist. Well, if you are doing me a favor, sir. So, delivery included. A beer 10 gold.
And 10 gold it is. And I reduce my 25 gold in total.
Okay. Very well, sir. Where perhaps are you staying in the city? And I will have it delivered to you there.
As Dario, I know that I'm not gonna say that I'm living in the slums, right? Well, have it delivered.
Shall I pick it up, sir, instead?
Yes, of course. He'll come back for it.
Very well. Well, all transactions are final.
What's a measly 15 gold?
Of course. Very well. We will have it prepared for you and kept alive at least. Least we can do is feed it. But very well. Thank you for your business, sir.
Very much. I will spread the word. This is a very nice establishment. And I walk out.
As we walk out, I'll telepathically ask Dario, like, why are we buying an elk?
I can answer, can I?
Yes, because I opened the connection to you because you might need to reply when you're a dog or another animal, so I've kicked Boris out of the Skype call.
It was calling for his mother, and I can't bear to see the creature locked down. I want to torch this place with him inside. But let's not do that right now.
That is a surprisingly violent side of you, Dario.
He took away a child from his mother. You don't do that.
But
not even if it's a mouse.
Isn't that what happens in nature as well sometimes?
Yes, but that's part of natural order. This is human hubris, and I hate it. And we are walking out.
All right.
What part of human nature was you forcing me to eat a dog treat?
The situation got to me. I'm sorry. Was it good?
It was not the worst that I've eaten.
How about I eat one? Because I've got a share. And we're equal.
We shouldn't do it here. Because that
Yes,
was very much in
eat it out of
character
the-
for...
Yeah.
What you just did was very much in character of Lord
Yeah,
what's
I
his
know.
face, but
All right. I resume. The party. Maybe explain a little bit that I needed better meat for our ruse to work later.
Okay. So, as you are all gathered, you see that here, although a little smaller than the large market square that you saw outside, there is a number of fine establishments. You see a highbrow inn, which has a domed building. This isn't an inn, this is a proper hotel. A large establishment, you have Roman columns. Not really Roman, but let's not get into that. Columns that everybody knows. And next to it, a large hall, the largest building perhaps in this district, outside of the walls you see in the background of the castle. A meeting hall, a council hall for the Merchants Association. And you can tell. And Cassius, although you've been here at the cover of darkness, you've worked here. Since you've left, this place has had an upgrade. There didn't used to be full bronze statues. You see gold filigree on these buildings. Everyone here has done quite well. And comparative to the lesser states of the lower city, there's something a little bit gnawing at the back of your head. you are all being corralled almost. You hear heralds calling. Those merchants who have been invited to the gala, please make way to the council halls. And you hear them say this now and then, echoing throughout.
No, sorry if you were gonna say more
Go for
than,
it.
because I was gonna ask, like, is there a visual difference in the amulets based on where they give you access? Like, is a level 1 amulet visually different from a level 2 or a level 3, or are
Yes.
they identical? Yeah.
No,
then
this one, it is really, I will say that you might have caught your eye in some people wearing these. The level 1 is simply a copper or a bronze. This is a silver, and you expect there to be a gold one as well.
Yeah. Because I would like to keep an eye out for maybe nobles or merchants who have higher access. If I can see someone with an amulet for a higher tier, and how easy it would be to swipe. Like, if I see someone who's absolutely hammered and wearing a level 3 amulet, I might want to make a note of that, of like, maybe we could try and swipe that.
Sure. Make a perception roll for me.
I'm gonna add one of my d8s to that as well.
Okay.
It's a 22.
A 22. Okay. Let me check.
Because if we're going to have Gord pretend to be a guard, then Gord needs to have a level 3 access to begin with, right? Because he can't be a guarding level 3 if he doesn't have level 3 clearance.
Do the guards have the amulets? Do we see that?
Make a perception check.
That is a fair point, actually.
22. You can tell that the guards here are wearing a uniform. They all have a breastplate. Their weapons, they have sword and shield and spear. And they have a very similar looking emblem on their breastplate, on their uniform. They don't have a separate amulet. It is embedded in their armor.
And my disguise doesn't have that, does it?
Your disguise is that of a level 1 guard.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we want Gord to pose as a guard, we need to rob a guard. It's not impossible, but it does complicate things.
Can't you, like, steal the uniform of a walking around guard?
I don't have level 100 pickpocket yet, so I can't pickpocket equipped items yet.
And where did my breastplate go? Must have been
Look
the
there, a bird.
Yeah, must have been the wind.
Sir, can you lift your right arm? It's getting kinda...
Wait, so let me see here.
Surely out of the 120 people that you've come up with, at least one is absolutely drunk. Always almost losing track of his amulet by himself.
Dat hadden we op de land.
Really?
Yeah, he fell over with Cher and everything and kept sleeping on the ground.
Beautiful. You notice some commotion, let's say, as a door opens of one of these high-end bakeries that opens up, and a number of people exit, most of which are, in fact, look to be military personnel. In their midst there is a squat, heavy-set man whose cummerbund is doing quite a bit of work. You have these epaulets, military garb, a large amount of filigree. He looks to be like a fat, squished Napoleon, basically, without the hat. Barely any hair, but a comb over doing quite a bit of work as well. You recognize the sigil on his vest of the noble house of Tallor. Tallor. And of course, you also see this third level amulet, this golden almost band, almost like a mayor's say the sheriff, but
Sash.
sash. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Picked many of those during Diablo 2. So a mayor's sash that has the amulet embedded on it. And he comes along, and there's several servants that follow him with many boxes of all manner of sweet goods. And you just catch the edge of a conversation. Please, sir, we really must return to the noble district. There are quite a few things to attend to before the night of the gala, and yes. Just a quick visit to my favorite establishment. Sir, really, the day of all days. You have spoken, I have answered. Let it be said, and nothing more. And they walk off to what seems to be a completely regular looking inn. No signage, like a regular house. But before he even gets to the doors open for him. And a rather ravaging young lady takes his hand and leads him inside.
I'll telepathically point it out to everyone, like, if we're looking for one amulet to the third ring, then that is where we might procure one. So it's something to keep in mind.
Yes. Very good. Should we procure it now or do our thing first?
We're keeping track of it, but we should take a look around and do other stuff on our list first.
With that, if you are so willing, you can enter the council chambers where this event is taken place. You see quite a bit of guards, some of which also again have this higher standing as well. There is a large ballroom, intricately inlaid wood, but not a creak once you enter. There's marble tiling as well, large columns, many paintings, mostly of the king and his family, statues of a long lost heritage, and an intricately painted ceiling of the many a tale of the rise of the city. You see these beautifully depicted miners, you see the craftsmen, you see no mention of a thief or a vagrant. All of this done all of these people basically reaching out to the center of this large piece at the top, where the king stands with hands open, as all reach for him for guidance. Here is the floor, and at the top you see galleries, where already you see clearly people of noble stock roam around and look at the masses coiling on this floor. As you have a cacophony of people speaking, laughing, you see drinks being presented and all manner of food as well. You see a buffet table here, but almost nobody is eating. Merchants of all manner of denominations and heritages are mingling here, speaking to each other and making conversation. Welcome to the trader's floor at the council chambers of the Merchants' Quarter. What would you like to do?
I close up to Gord and I whisper in his ear. What does your ping say? Your ping? Is it farther away? Is it here?
That's a good question.
Yes. Do I get a sense of where Black Lenas and the stone is?
Yes. Not in this building, but you look towards where you know the castle to be. And currently, deep underneath, down the mountain, but strictly under the castle, is where you find this burning sensation.
What? It's almost close by, so that could be the vaults, right? Could, yeah. He's under the ground, deep under the castle.
You won't recognize us here. Okay.
He could be in the vaults.
Yes, because he will know I'm not Wilhelm.
Out of game, by the way, did we ever disclose if Gord tracks Black Lenas or the Pact Stone?
Both.
Stone.
Both.
Yes,
It
that
did
was
briefly change as well when Seth was near.
Yes, true.
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't think one would go far from the other. And I'm not
It
sure.
seems unlikely that he would separate from it, yes.
Yeah.
So,
Also, if we need a distraction, I still have a few beans up my sleeve. I just
Oh,
need
those, yes, right.
Well,
Mhm.
let's first try and locate
Voss.
Voss.
No, not Voss.
Well,
No,
Darwin
depends.
Riker.
the other
So
one.
we can
Riker.
go for Riker first.
do the
Okay.
switcheroo.
No. Dorian Riker.
Voss can get
Hello.
up to Riker. One of both.
Do I
Darwin Riker.
notice any teller offices in the area?
I will say make an investigation roll for before you entered.
Oink.
Okay. So
When it's
I
not
will
talking,
say,
we are
yes.
good at it.
Did we get in? What is the problem?
You were canvassing the area a little bit while some peoples were buying dog treats. There is in fact quite almost next to this establishment on the opposite end, there you did see a large sign saying Riker and Sons Accountancy. But with a 20, you will also have noticed that they were currently closed. And the drapes were closed as well. Opening hours are only in the early morning.
So I don't have a psychic link, I assume.
No, you don't.
No. So I stroll up to Cassius and in a hush voice. So Batman, when are you going inside the building?
I'm assuming if it's closed that they're just out here doing their business out here, and it's not a suitcase, but it was a chest.
Offer, yeah.
The coffer that we need to swap is with them, unless I'm very much mistaken, right?
Well,
yeah.
Or we
I
don't
will.
know that.
I would say, make a history roll for me. Great.
Not good with history.
You are usually going to where the money is, not where it is, being transported. But you assume that Riker is present here somewhere, but perhaps not amongst the pauper floor, as he is the chief teller of the king.
I'm being climbed by my cat in the meantime.
I'm going
Apparently.
to peruse the conversations just casually and trying to, hear, or can I hear someone say anything about the location of
But the counterfeit
Boss,
coins,
Raider,
they
or
were
Rider?
the counterfeit
Mhm.
coins, were they in a similar box as to what we
Yes.
could find
Yes,
in the
they
teller
gave
office?
us the matching box
Yeah.
to swap.
Yeah.
Is there
So
any way, without
Sure.
making it too obvious, to see inside the building, or can I spot something through a window?
For that, I would say there was no obvious way because the blinds were closed and you couldn't see inside. But Dario, make a perception roll for me. I will say also, by the way, and to that, no, I'm just going to say just do perception, regular. Okay. And all of you will notice that Dario's presence has gotten a few looks. He is being noticed, and people are talking about him and trying to find out who he is. But nobody is dared to approach him just yet. So Dario, what exactly are you listening for?
Well, just but what conversations will trigger me are things about coins, money. I need exchange. I need this, and then Drats, where is he? Or anything or
Okay.
anything like Rob fan. Oh, but last I've seen him go or something like that.
No. Okay. 17. You hear a few conversations. They're like a few annoyed voices that spring up a little higher, let's say. This event is simply for the king to flaunt over us with this recent victory. Yes, there might be some interesting deals to be made, but well, they tell me that Lord Dario is not even in the city right now. It's just his stooges. But, well, I've been asking, but apparently if you are asking, you are not being answered. Another conversation. I don't quite understand. There's a number of these artifacts, but they always seem to be snatched from under me. I haven't quite been able to ascertain what exactly the value of these is. There's been wall hangers for centuries. I don't understand. Another thing is, there's a rumor going round that this is a last-ditch effort, I hear that coinage presented here hasn't been quite up to snuff. They've been running low on funds, you see. And yeah, at that point, you also hear something more pertinent and says, apparently, if you want to get upstairs, you'll have to impress whichever stooge of the king is running around, but we haven't really found out who that is or how that happens.
Hmm.
Okay. So I get back, perusing, and okay. No, I'm not gonna. I assume you're not talking in the group, or would we stand out if we were all together talking, or is that like too suspicious?
I mean, you came in as a group,
Yes.
but being wallflowers is probably not the way to go about this.
No.
Are people actively monitoring every movement we do?
So I
There are
briefly.
plenty of guards, and sometimes you see from the upper balcony, you see one of the nobles come forward and just lean over and take a look.
I just
Uh,
thought. Then
yeah.
I just say to Cassius because he can tell it mentally.
Yeah,
think,
I've been just following behind Dario, looking very
So
servant-like
he's
the
not
entire time.
here, but we have to impress the stooge of the
Yes.
king that's present.
Yes, I have
Voss.
a 21 passive
yes.
perception, and I was behind you, so
Oh.
I did also hear all this.
Is that Voss? I think it's on. We should look for him.
Presumably, one of the guys I've written about in my notes. Yes, the one we should. The problem is we don't know how that
And
guy
is there-
looks like.
Is there like someone very obviously looking at me? Because I wanna. Well, we have to some way start and try to mingle, or we will stand out. So I.
The guy we
there's-
want is indeed Dariel Voss, I think. That's the artifact
Do
specialist
I
Yeah,
see
yes.
any signs around that can point me towards a Daryl Voss-ish shop? Or did we
well,
plan
you're
it?
currently you are inside the building, right?
Hmm?
So, and I would say, with what you've been told, he specifically is a noble,
Mhm.
so he might have an ancillary shop here in the district, but he himself, his headquarters is definitely in the inner sanctum.
Need to
Mhm.
get in.
I would say you're starting to pick up that you're currently amongst the merchants. The deals aren't being made on this floor.
I wanna. I know a lot of people are looking at me, but someone that stands out that looks well approachable and not too hard of character. I don't know.
Okay, very well.
So I'm going to approach him to not.
Okay,
not to try and ming-
the moment you approach, they like turn away and start shuffling
Mm.
away a little bit.
Oh,
You see this rather how do I put it?
or someone that's on his own. That's like nobody's really
Yeah.
paying attention.
You see this in this group you're approaching. You see this long, thin, rail thin, pale looking woman, her hair up in buns, half a veil across her face, long cigarette, purple dress, very low cut, a little almost inappropriately so, somewhat mirroring your attire somewhat. And she simply seems to like drift away, but didn't quite, well, still somewhat looks you over, and I believe we have not met.
No, we have not. But I see you standing out from the others. Quite a dull event, is it? All this.
Oh,
Impressed.
it's always fun to see the paupers fight over each other.
Yes.
Where are my manners? Lady Valara String.
Good evening, Lord. Lord Eldrick. Lord,
Too baffled
I
by
have
her
too
looks.
many papers. Lord Eldrick Valduris.
Valduris.
Lord
Lord
Eldrick Valduris.
Elric Valduris.
At your acquaintance, madam.
Make your deception roll.
First
I
time
am
he's
very
had to
good
make
at
one of these.
Okay. Yeah. I will say, and I'm going to check if she knows. Yeah, she does. I see. So do you also enjoy these opera events, to see them try to climb the ladder as the rats they are?
Well, to be frank, no. I don't even. I don't really even like people. I'm more of a recluse, you know. I thought it. I thought it to be time to get out, and I knew I had heard of this event from my circle, so I thought this, and I know my great cousin, but I don't really enjoy any of it. No,
Hmm.
this is a world beyond me. I'm trying to learn, you know. I'm trying to catch on the first. How does it work? I think it's an important skill to have, and maybe I can see you have it. Clearly, you have it. I I, I must admit, I really don't.
I will say make a persuasion roll on that one.
Nice.
Okay. You also notice now, Dario, that around her neck is a fur collar with the heads of a marten still. Basically, the clasp is its tail holding its stuffed mouth around there. It's a dark black fur, and you can tell that she has a necklace of ivory and these very intricately carved bones of, well, probably elephant bone. And at that point, she just snickers and says, "Indeed. Very strange. I would think that those of your stock would, well, be well acquainted in such things."
I stand out in my circles. I mean, I have a title, you know, and people have to respect it. So I can go my places, but the real respect from the skill and knowledge, well, it goes. I know that it's not there. But you seem like a very respectable woman and a connoisseur of exotic animals. And
Oh, this, yes,
yes,
well,
they are very
gifts and,
fancy.
well, you must say, you are the most vibrant of all of us here. To have such a small heart in such a bright package is a conundrum. I
Well,
like it.
I would have assumed more people to dress my style. I had this specially tailored on my person, and I paid dearly for it. And I was told that it would catch on, and I can still I'm like the first of the branch, you know. It's
Well,
catching on.
these people here are not to be impressed.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
perhaps once the king has given his address, we can talk more. My speciality lies in vineyards and fine wines, and I assure you, everything here today is, well, perhaps not of my finest, but at least of my most affordable. You have to understand. If you've heard the
I-
rumors.
Yes, I understand. I will peruse your
Yes.
statement.
Stun them with your great presence.
All right.
So,
I shall mingle some more because people are looking at me quite interested to speak with me, I guess.
Indeed. So, I will say this was her name. Countess Velara Astrin.
I only made 4 mistakes writing that down.
Yeah. Yep. Galara was
Mm,
right. Astron. Nope.
Do we see this happen? This conversation? Are we all together still? Or?
Yeah, you're all just NPCing behind them while they're talking. Uh,
Did I?
Yeah, I mean, Cassia is behind me. But
Did
I
guess
kept
it's
a
everywhere.
respectable distance, yet still
yes,
within earshot,
I-
so I could be summoned if needed, as a
yes,
good servant would be.
indeed.
I will say those of you with high enough passive perception, unless you guys want to speak as well. I will say though that somebody does walk up to you, Gord, and you see somewhat a like-looking fellow. Also a little bit of a rosy-cheeked, someone with already a glass, and basically just slaps you on your shoulder. You're new in town, aren't you? Haven't seen you around here. Looking for some partnerships, are you?
Yes, yes. I come straight from Omatil. We've had quite a journey with our wares. Tell me, good friend, what's your name?
Soren Greymantle. Coming from the southern parts, near Quam, but travelled far. There's, well, not much trade to be done there, especially not in the valley. It's all almost dead and gone. I've been here a couple of months now. So, where you hail from?
I just said I come straight from Umatil, but yeah,
Oh.
I wasn't born there, of course. No, I was born in Nosor, but I've been there till I was 3 years old, so I don't remember anything. And then I've traveled the world with my parents, who were also travelers.
Make a deception roll. And again, it's appearance based, so it's advantage. It's your character, let's say.
Oh.
Okay. I see. What was your name again? Sir?
Sorry,
Tuck Fry.
mag je het even vergeten? Ik dacht, Tuck Fry, Tuck Fry.
Ik heb 4 Google Docs open, man.
Ja, heel basic en toch. Oh, ik was even...
It's
Ja,
okay.
ik moet,
you're
want ik moet
forgiven.
deze ook... Ik moet
Forgotten who
aanduiden.
I am.
Ja. Alright. And then this one. Oep. Aanduiden wie dat je tagged hebt.
Yes.
Alright. And what's your business then? Huh? Really? What you here for?
Well,
Trying to...
we did some special items. We were hoping, like everyone else here, to meet with Daryl Voss. And because everyone says they have something, yeah, it's gonna be hard to get hold of him. But I believe we have something truly special.
Oh, I
Yes,
see, I
we
see.
have indeed.
Can I insight check the guy
Go for it.
to see what intentions he's holding?
Ik wil dat ook
Go
doen. Ik
for
wil
it.
weten of dat hij en die vrouw die met daar hebben gepraat, dat dat agents kunnen zijn of niet.
19.
That's my passive insight, even. So
Yeah. Alright. Gord, you get the sense that this guy is sort of not buying your story all the way. And is trying to find out, like, okay, but what are you really here for? Morris, you get the sense that the moment he said Voss's name, there was like a little bit of a tell. And it's like, oh, you're that desperate. It's like, those who ask for him don't really get him, though they. And You're all right, fella. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
And what are you trying to sell, my friend?
Whatever is required of the nobility, which is a big ask these days.
What are they asking for?
Booze.
The finest and the most rare and exquisite stuff you don't get in a city like this. Yet somehow we manage.
Wait, Lord Greymantle, you seem like a connoisseur, you know. Have
I
you
know,
ever-
Lord. Simple
You
merchant.
You could have fooled me.
Ooh.
I take out one of the photographs and I show him.
Oh boy. Oh shit.
Oh boy, here we go.
Darn,
We still have
already.
our
Nice.
Arcane Gate stuff.
Yeah. They gave us something. Well, interesting.
Yeah, I gave him something.
He,
unique.
so he reaches for it.
You can
I
look.
don't. Yeah. I don't let go of it.
Since we're talking about exquisite and rare goods here, my friend Tuck has quite a lot.
He narrows his gaze. It's a very well done painting. Very small, even. Done with magic, is it?
It is a magical process, but it's no painting. But oh well. I probably won't get to sell these. If you don't get to meet him,
Sally,
I'm
you
sorry.
told us.
I
put it
haven't
away.
really gotten a good look. There was some strange people on there, some strange devices.
Yes.
But apparently you told
It
us.
has
it
me
would
puzzled
not
as
be
well, but
interesting.
sorry, what's that again, Eric?
You told us you weren't interested, so maybe we need to pack up and look elsewhere.
All right, fine. You play rather well. Well, maybe we should talk somewhere else. After the king's address and all that.
Where do we meet up then?
We got a spot upstairs.
That sounds interesting.
All right, stick around, Mr. Tuck.
Thank you.
Sir, can I ask you one more question? I've got some foreign coin. I would like to pass by the tellers to get it changed into more normal currencies for the trade that's about to happen here. Could you point me in the right direction where I could find the most nearby
handle-
teller?
If your goods are as good as you pretend them to be, or at least present them to be, then we can definitely get that sorted for you.
Yes, can I know where the tellers are so I can just see what because these are my friend Tuck's wares. I have my own. I deal more
see.
in the religion kind of stuff, but yes, they do come at a price, and I only have foreign currency, so I need to stock up on some incense and such.
All right. Skirting between the persuasion and the deception, but I'll give you the persuasion this time.
It's the same. So
Yeah.
Ja, maar gefaild is het resultaat wel anders, denk ik.
Yeah.
Failed 20.
Nice.
dat mag eens mee zitten. Meestal
Ja.
wel bij 5
Ja.
of 6. Allee, ja.
Het begin was niet zo goed.
The teller's around. We can summon him when the deal is to be done.
Okay. Thank you very much, kind sir.
At that
You
point, because we need a good cliffhanger. At that point, you see all the guards in unison ram their spears on the ground, and a herald is summoned to the upper balcony, where you see a large inlet around the noble balcony there. As you hear, "Order! All Be silent and present yourself to the king. And at that point, I scroll to a thing that is definitely that I have prepared very well. King Erendas. Wow, I have so much shit. Alright. The king, Kono Erendas. At that point, you see this man in his only maybe late 40s, early 50s, with quite opulent wear. He is wearing, in fact, an actual crown with golds and a number of gemstones. Little pointed, little a waveform, little pointed stones at the top of it. He has a long red robe. He looks like an actual very cliche king, holding a scepter in his hand. He is dolled up for this event quite well. He raises his hands. Welcome to this grand celebration of our fair city's survival against adversity, against our enemies of the Red Truth, fallen asunder, with a man we now see as ally to this city, to the survival
Oh boy.
of all we hold dear. This is in part organized in thanks to Nolan Tuskbrew.
I track
Yeah.
Nolan
Yeah.
down.
I was gonna mentally tell Boris, like, be ready to shut Nolan up if he responds.
Yeah, you were not connected, so already had the reflex.
No, I can telepathically
Oh,
through
yeah,
my
right.
feet tell you things.
Yeah.
Also, maybe I think Nolan might be just like, finally some goddamn fucking recognition here.
I know which non-touch they're talking about.
Wilhelm? We've
Mhm.
talked about this, Wilhelm.
Yeah.
It is by his request, in the continued defense of this city against the horrible forces we have witnessed, that we ask you, the finest merchants and craftsmen that this city has to offer, and those who have come from afar, to answer my summons. We are looking for curiosities of a magical nature. Things long past their power, that through his immense power can be revived in aiding this city. Please. And there you see presented the man you know, or the dwarf you know, as Black Lenas. His robe's a bit more fine than before. He walks forward with a kind smile, gives a curt bow, and walks up to the podium.
I will try and stand in front of Dario.
I'm gonna try and hide my
Do you get the
face
ping?
behind people.
I get the ping from him, right?
Nope.
That's what I
Nope.
wanted to ask. Yes, that
Ah,
I know.
He is still exactly where you left him. Underground beneath
was
the
wondering.
city, the castle.
From an illusion.
I will allow all of you to make a
illusion, shaping.
I believe it is. Hang on.
Investigation.
I think it's investigation, eh?
think so.
Yes. Yeah. An investigation roll, please.
Not good at those.
Not good.
Bam.
Except that when I am. No, I'm not. The natural
De
20 was not
persuasion
me.
erop dan? Ah nee, toch niet.
Yeah.
Dario.
Yep. Veel natural 20s.
Ja, zot hè? I like it.
Dario. You look at this dwarf you know to be Black Lenas and notice for the briefest second that when he approaches this balcony from which the king is speaking, the sleeve of his robe briefly passes through the barrier.
Bannister.
The banister, yeah. He is indeed an illusion, but projecting himself here. And well, I'll continue the speech and then we'll end there. So how am I doing this accent? I've been thinking about this.
Italian.
Mario Super.
Yeah, just
Sì.
go Italian.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
right. The DM is gonna pretend to be a character that was used to be a player
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that is currently also pretending to be someone else. But, oh, is
Yeah.
this finally when I learn who this Mario Supra thing is?
No, I don't
Or
think so.
what?
I thought about it long and hard, but not about that. I won't fucking do that.
Sí, muy bueno.
Instead, I will present you with my friends. I thank you very much for bringing me here to the city and that I may have saved you all from this terrible army. However, it is not because of that I was brought here, or that I wanted to be here. For your city has ancient secrets that can help you and protect you forevermore against these threats from outside. But sadly, this device has long since been broken. I have found it, and I have tried to repair it. But I do need those original pieces that are scattered in this city and far beyond. It is for that I ask your aid today. And those of you who bring me what I need, the true elements, and I will know the difference, you will be handsomely rewarded. And he's going to make a perception roll.
I'm looking down.
I'm standing in front of Dario as masqueraded.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're like this tall, and I'm like that tall.
And there's like a beacon of light inside
Yeah.
of all.
I
Yeah,
need you
but-
all to make a stealth roll.
Me too?
No. Boris, you can do one with advantage. And so does Gord.
I'm in a shapeshift.
Yeah, advantage on stealth.
Do I just roll regular stealth then? Yes.
Wacht, werkt dat bij mij? Want ik heb disadvantage van heavy armor. Ik heb advantage van mijn cloak, dus ik ben normaal. Telt dat dan?
Yeah, so normal stealth then, yeah.
Normal.
It's not dark here, so I won't have advantage from the cloak, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Gord, he saw us.
Ja, ik ben wel geshapeshift, dus ik weet
Ja,
niet.
I know.
Oh
You
no!
have connections, you know.
Kan ik... Voordat je had ik door dat we wou kijken en kan ik zo rap met dramaturgy nog iets forceren. Kijk, ergens een geluid laat afgaan om hem...
I will say roll dexterity to see if you're fast enough.
There's lots
Just
of
straight up
mages
dex.
here.
Initiative.
Yeah. and
Thaumaturgy
don't
is
let
not
them
a
pick up your
subtle
spell.
No.
spell.
What
Yeah,
are
but
you trying to make?
just make a sound from somewhere far to the left, like a cart tipping over or something.
Okay. There's quite a few people who look over, but Nolan Tuskbrew doesn't seem to be deterred.
Thaumaturgy has a vocal component, so
No, I
everyone
am
sees
not.
you
Yeah.
cast a spell
Yeah.
first. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
But he doesn't recognize you. He does look straight at you, Boris. For a moment. Now, please enjoy this moment. Enjoy the festivities. I thank you. And at that point, he bows to the king, and the king leaves as well. And that's where we'll end the session for today.
All
All
right.
right.
The man, the myth, the legend, Black Lennos has made an appearance.
Ja. Dat is
Yep.
goed over op de einde.
For Cassius is it well, so this is that Black Lennos guy.
Yep. Yeah. For Boris and for Cassius, it's like, right.
So
What
that's
do
the
you
guy.
Yeah.
Because it's always Black Lennos this and Black Lennos that, and we don't want to talk about it, and it was difficult, and Black Lennos has this and that, and now we have a face to put on the name.
Yep.
Yes.
I thought he'd be taller,
All right.
because I don't think it ever came up that he was a dwarf.
No.
No, probably. No.
Oops. Slight
Oh.
oversight.
Yeah. So
All right. Fun.
hey,
Fun,
you're in. Nothing
Yep.
has gone to shit yet. So far. And yeah, phase 2 coming soon. So you have 2 potential people to talk to and to finagle. Okay. You're in the ballroom, guys. You're in the casino.
Yes, I'm in my element. This is
Just-
the place I want to be.
Just for my mental sake, the teller is just walking around, or we're not gonna find him? Because I'm quite confused on that end at the moment.
You get that this event, you have the normal merchants, the normal mortals, the non-nobles are being corralled in here, and they are being vetted. And those they deem worthy of an audience are promoted up to the noble balconies atop.
Where the
And that's
tellers
where
are.
and there's the real conversation, is that those are the private rooms, those are the private games, right? If to go with the
Alright.
casino, like
That's where the money changes hands.
yeah.
So we might need to figure out Cassius and how we're gonna switch around the box and distract him
Yeah.
and whatever.
We'll see.
We need to get up there and then figure out what the situation there is, and then formulate a plan on how we're gonna do the
Yes.
switcheroo
But
with
this
the
is
teller.
where we can do the retcon thing magic that we have, no?
You
Yep.
can always use the planning, you can always use the flashback to say like, okay, we did this and we
Yes.
But that's for next session.
Yeah, we'll
Indeed.
need that there, I think.
Wednesday.
All right. So, ending the stream there. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time. I'm actually going to try and stream other things on this channel as well. Huzzah.